Right, so that's the XTZ, guys, and what happened was, see that front wheel? I don't know if it's a 21 or 20-inch front wheel. I think it's about a 21, 19-inch front wheel, but I'm not sure at size of wheels. You have big wheels on a trail bike. The reason you have a big wheel on a trail bike is so you can get over obstacles, and you've got that clearance so you can get over obstacles. Now, what dog did, right, he run straight into that wheel, and I went straight over it, top it, dog. So dog, he run straight under, he run out. The timing of the dog were perfect. I didn't know he were going to run straight back, so as I've accelerated, doing about 15 mile an hour, I don't know, 15 kilometers an hour, not very fast, but fast enough like. He's run straight under that front wheel, and I've gone straight over top it, dog. And dog's gone under there, and he tried to bite my leg. As my leg was there, I'd got shorts on, which is not a good idea. He tried to bite my leg, then that back wheel there, ba-bump. So I went straight over the top. I went straight over the top of the dog up in the mountains in a little village. But I wasn't speeding, and I was actually going slow because I know dogs are all over the road. Now, there were 2 ladies or 3 ladies there, and I think she had a little girl or a little boy, and she was holding a little girl or a little boy in her hands, in her arms, and she shouted the dog's name, and the dog, I stopped. I didn't ride off, I stopped. So I stopped in the road, and I looked back, I looked back, and I saw the dog, and he run down the road, so he run down the road a little bit, and he stopped, and he was limping. So he'd got his leg, and he was limping away with his leg. And I thought, I must have broke some of his bones, surely. So now I don't know what's happened to the dog. I don't know if dog's still okay, but, you know, I'm hoping the dog's okay. I'm hoping he's fit and well, because I actually hit him. I went straight over the top on him with that front wheel. Straight over the top, and the dog went straight under the bike. And as I remember, I went straight over it. I don't know if I dragged him under the bike there, and I went straight over him with that back wheel. But the dog, he must have been scared, and I looked back, and he were up on his legs, and he were limping away. So, poor dog. And that's what I thought, oh, poor dog, I hope he's okay. And then the girl shouted him, and I could see the lady were worried. But I just stopped there, and I looked at the girls, and they were shouting the dog, and I looked at dog, and he were down road limping away. So I just set off on bike, and I moved. So I was sat there on bike, I just set off, and I set off on my way. And the day before that, right, listen to this, day before that, what happened was, I'd just been up in the mountains, same place, been to Granada, been to a cafe near Granada, down in the little Brgy'Zone-V. So I've been to a cafe, guys, and what happened was, I coming back, and I were getting that bike some Amadan mountains. I was passing everything. Yeah, all you guys in your big 4-wheel drives, that's when I can pass you, because I can go straight down that rough stuff doing 70 kilometers an hour, 69 kilometers an hour. So it's not a good idea. So girlfriend said, slow down, so I slowed down. So I went through when I hit a barangay, when I houses like this, little barangays, I slow the bike down, and I slow it down really slow, so I go slow. I'm watching for dogs, kids on the roads, and drivers pulling out. They don't look, they just pull straight out. Farm track, they just pull out, they don't look, they never look over the shoulder, they just pull out. So they're not trained like a European's trained. So I saw about 3 or 4 motorbikes outside the road, and like I said, I was going a little bit fast, not too fast, because then I were out to the barangays or out to the village, and it was a road where you could go fast, but you know, safely. So I was going fast, safely. And my girlfriend said, did you see them guys laid out on the road? I said, no. She says, yeah, the bikes were on the road and the guys were laid out on the road. So I said, have I to go back? She says, I don't know to you. So I said, I'll go back. So I turned the bike round and I went back. There were two guys laid out. Bike were on the road. He picked it up and he put it at the side of the road. And I said, "Are you okay?" Nah, everybody calls me Joe. If you're a white man, wherever you're from, they'll call you Joe. I says, "Are you okay?" He says, "Yeah, we're okay, Joe, thanks." I says, "Are you sure you're okay?" He says, "Yeah." They phoned the police and my girlfriend were actually chatting to the guys. He says, "Yeah, they phoned the police are on the way." What's happened is a car driver or a four-wheel drive has hit him and knocked him off the bike. Now I don't know what's happened. The guys didn't have any helmets. One were laid out on the road, I were chatting to him, and one got up off the road and he were limping. No helmets on, so I think they're okay. But I saw one of them and his face were banged up. So his face were banged up. Looked like he'd been in a boxing match. No gloves. So I thought, well, they're okay. And he said he were okay. But one of them weren't so good, didn't look so good. So we set off on his way. And we went over the mountains. And we went over the mountains, Don Salvador. And we went over, wow, what a beautiful place, Don Salvador. San Carlos. And I'm coming back from San Carlos, guys, coming up the mountain from San Carlos. Four-wheel drive, Gale 1716, your registration, or Gil 16, They're racing, and we're at back of a lorry, and we're at back of a lorry, so I'm on the right-hand side, and I'm in the edge going slow, so cars and bikes can fly past me and get past the lorry. So I've got the girlfriend on the back, we're going up the mountain slow. You know, it's not a fast bike, so we're going up the mountain slow. It comes, so they came, these two four-wheel drives, pickups. Wow, one, he came and he come up the side of me. In fact, my girlfriend was screaming, she started screaming. And he came up, what a dickhead, what a fool, and he were about 2 inches off this bike. And I pipped the horn and I kept pipping the horn. I just kept my hand on the horn, pipping. And what a dickhead. Then one pulled out, then he pulled out and he'd gone. Registration either Gil or Gale 1617. So you damn fool. And I keep looking for that registration, because when I find that registration, I don't care who you are, but I will have something to say to you. Now listen, motorbikes. You know, they're easy to kill someone on a motorbike. Slow your four-wheel drives. You know, show some respect. You know, we can easily be killed. We're on a motorbike. So slow your stupid four-wheel drives down. Give way. I give way to you. Give way. Right. So, let me show you. See, me clutch. Can you see that? What's happened with this clutch? So there's not much pull there, but it's okay. So it's a lot loose. What happens with a new bike, with a new cable, with a new chain, is the stretch. And that's something I check often, that chain. Because that chain, if that chain snaps, you've got a long walk. So, and I've checked this cable here now, it's a new bike. That's what it's got on it. So it's a new bike. So that's mileage it's got on it. It's couple of thousand, 2,237 kilometres. So about 1,800 mile. I'm guessing 1,500 mile. So I'd actually need a new cable soon. I will take it up. So I will take it up a little bit. But I'll get a genuine cable. So that's what I'll do. I got it short, or I'll order a genuine part. And that's what I said to you. It's a good idea now, guys, in UK. Looks like there's a fight. Look, all the dogs are going to see what's happening, because there's probably a fight. And these dogs do fight. And they back each other up as well. One stray dog comes, 10 dogs will hammer him. So they will back each other up. And they don't mess about. Right, so that chain. And that fact, I'll show you how to check a chain. Wow. That's too loose. That's too loose. That chain needs tightening up. And that's how you check a chain. See that? Your chain there. What you do is you hold your chain there and then you push it Now, if you're holding your chain with your hands in, you push it and it moves, that chain's had it. So I'll check it later, but that chain's too loose. Needs nipping up a little bit, and it needs a bit of oil on it. So, or it'll wear it quick. And same when you're oiling that chain, you don't oil your chain, you oil your rollers. So you oil your rollers, but I can tell you now, that's not good for a chain. Might need a new chain. But I think that chain's okay. I'll just undo it, pull it back, and then I'll see what it's like with two runners on. So that's what I'm thinking. I need a new clutch cable. So that's what I need to do, buy a new clutch cable. But like I said, I'll take it up. But I'm not taking it up yet. When it needs it, I'll take it up. It's okay, but I don't like that play. So I'll show what they're at. So it's a good idea now. Let me reverse the camera. So I'll reverse the camera, guys. So, hello. So it's a good idea now to go and get your new cables. So like I said, if you're in the Barnsley area, Ireland area, Doncaster, Sheffield, have a run to RTT, have a chat to the lads there, because they've done a few of my bikes, they've done me RGV, I've had a few RGVs done up there, engine stripped, long time back. I've bought a lot of parts from up there, but you need to buy the genuine parts. So I'll go to RTT and actually mention me. I'm sure they remember me, so just mention me. But just nip up there, guys, nip to RTT, and it's a good time now, because it's winter. It's a good time to get your bike sorted. If you need any new sprockets, any new tyres, if you need to buy a bike, you're selling a bike, go up and chat to the lads, see what they've got to say. So I'm sure they'll be helpful. So RTT, oil and common traffic lights, nip up there and see what the lads say. And it's an happy birthday, Peter. I remember, but I'll light you a candle. I'm going to light a candle very, very soon. I'll light one for you lads at RTT Motorcycle Shop, Hoyland Common, Barnsley. Traffic lights, don't forget guys, easy to find. Traffic lights in Hoyland Common. Smack at the traffic lights, Hoyland Common, RTT. So Mr. Chochaz, Pete Chochaz, I can remember him opening that shop. And I'll tell you something, some of you guys won't know this. My brother actually worked for Pete Chochaz. I think he were on a scheme there. Wow, long time ago, so he actually worked at RTT. I think he had an RGV 125 at time, which that were a bike to have. That what bike to have, you know, TZRs, RDs, they were the bikes to have. So nip up, see if you can get some nice, order some genuine parts. If you want to supermoto, your motocross, your enduro bike, get some good tyres. Your tyres are your lifesavers. Check your chains on your bike. Now, if you've just passed your test, you're going to go and buy a motorbike. They'll give you some good advice. And don't forget, I'm going to give you some advice about motorbikes. If you buy a motorbike, a 125, you do your CCTV, then you pass your test, go, buy a motorbike, buy a good second-hand motorbike, take it to RTT, let them check it out. I don't know what it'll cost you, but it's worth it. Let them check it you out. Check the bike out if it's good, then you're good to go. Don't forget, when you pass your test, you can sell that bike what you bought for the same money. And to be honest, it's winter now. So that's when I used to buy my bikes. I used to buy a lot of motorbikes in the winter. I used to have 50, 60 motorbikes. I was real into motorbikes when I was younger. So I used to have 60, 70, 100 motorbikes. And I used to buy them all in the winter, because they were cheap. So nip up to RTT. Thumbs up, take care, God bless. But ride safely. Like I said, I'd got my girlfriend on the back of that bike. And the dog, he were a big lump, that dog. And I went straight over the top. Now then, riding an enduro, a trail bike. When I hit the dog, I automatically, because I'm a motocrosser, done a lot of motocross, go back, I automatically go back on the bike. Not exactly in this fashion, but go back on the bike, keep the front end light, ba-bump, straight over the top of the dog and there were a big lump. But like I said, I hope he's okay. I actually hope the dog's okay. Now, I don't know if the ladies and the owners are a bit mad because I've hit the dog and run him over. But to be honest, guys, you shouldn't let your dogs be running about on the road. You know, you're letting your dogs sleep on the road, there's big cars, lorries, and you're going to kill somebody. Start to think what you're doing. So, thumbs up, take care, God bless, should go to the side. So, thumbs up, take care, God bless. RTT, Motorbike Shop, Oil and Common, go and buy some spare parts, Supermoto, go and, in fact, do a project bike, it's winter. That's what I'm going to do when I come back to the UK. I'm going to do a project bike and I'm going to actually make my own bike. I'm going to make something probably vintage race, but I'm going to do something what nobody's done. I know a lot about bikes, I've ever built a bike before, a few, so you don't know what you're capable of. You do not know what you're capable of. You know, you might make something so damn beautiful. So, thumbs up. It's a good time, guys. Go and get your bike out at garage if the weather's good, get a nice sunny day. If not, get it sorted out, new chain on it, new tyres on it. You know, make sure everything's good on that bike, then you're good to go. So, like I said, that's where I used to buy all my cables and most of my tyres from, RTT. In fact, last bike I had there was RGV 250 and power valve. Now they make power valve, what they did is they made it, as I remember, it was aluminium. So what happened was, they wear out. You can replace them, I think, to a metal part. So they can be replaced. Don't replace them with aluminium. That's the last job I think I had done there. So like I said, I've been out of bikes a long time, I'm back into bikes. Thumbs up, take care, God bless. Mind how you're going, but like I said, mind them dogs. So yeah, what an experience. My experience, the good, the bad and the ugly, my experience here in the Philippines. And that's it, my experience here over a very, very short period. Wow, I've nearly been knocked off that bike more times. I've seen quite a few accidents, I've been in a few accidents, I've had to swerve, wow, and it's just crazy, it's a little bit crazy. Take care, God bless, thumbs up. Please like, please share the videos. We're here at the house. I think we're going back into town now, so we're here at the house. I wanted to make this video yesterday, but we didn't get time, we went to a birthday. So, happy birthday. Thumbs up, take care, God bless. The good, the bad and the ugly, here in the Philippines. XTZ 125, absolutely lovely. What do you think to that then? Absolutely gorgeous, fantastic. Needs a new chain, needs a new clutch cable.